Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, Sonic Yoda from SEGADriven.com, and welcome back to our Sonic Amateur Games Expo 2020 coverage. In this video we're taking a look at Sonic World DX, which is developed by Deefor and his team. There's quite a lot of people involved in the development of this, so I'm not going to name them all here. But if you would like to go and check out exactly who's involved, you can go to the official Sonic World website, which will be linked in the description, along with a download link to this game. Now, Sonic World then. So this is a 3D Sonic fan game that's been in development for absolutely ages now, and this DX version is basically a sort of rebirth of it, I guess, in a new engine. And yeah, I've never quite got on with Sonic World, unfortunately, and there's quite a few things that really add up to that. The game itself is very impressive, don't get me wrong, like the development is awesome. I love the character animation, really smooth and nice to look at. And there is just so much content here. Every stage has a wealth of missions that you can play. You've got multiple playable characters, loads of stages, just you know, really intense stuff. And this one even has mod support now, and the modding utility is included with this demo, as well as documentation on how to modify it. So yeah, really cool stuff, lots and lots to enjoy here. Unfortunately, I feel like the game is let down by its controls and its camera. The camera in particular is very jerky and disorientating, especially in certain scripted sections of the stage. Another thing I was having issues with was there seems to be a blue gauge down the bottom left here, and I think it's for a boost. However, activating that boost, no idea how you do it. I moved the controls over, so the control scheme defaults to a PlayStation style controller, so I changed it over to an Xbox 360 style control, which is what I use, and it changed nothing. Everything is still mapped exactly the same once you move it over to the Xbox 360 controller, which is weird because it says that jump should be on the A button and it was still staying on the X button. And I don't think it completely mapped everything correctly, because I just can't seem to activate a boost gauge if there is one. And I feel like there must be one, because on Green Hill Zone in particular, there's a section where you have to run across the water, and the moment you start cornering, you lose speed and fall through the water and die. And I can't seem to be able to figure out exactly how to activate boost in this game, which is a real shame, because this meant I couldn't experience everything that it had to offer and couldn't reach the end of the stage and give it a fair shake. But unfortunately, I feel like that's just one of the few issues that this game has. The control itself is very weird and floaty, and it doesn't feel like you're ever really in control of your character. Yeah, it keeps switching between giving you almost too much control over your character and then giving you a scripted sequence where you're not in control of your character, and it never feels right, unfortunately. I know what it's trying to go for. It's trying to go for that Sonic Adventure 2 style control setup, because I know a lot of fans love that setup, and this should cater to those people, to be honest with you. There's so much here and it's so well made, but unfortunately character control is never quite right with Sonic World, and this DX version hasn't really cured that, unfortunately. It's still very floaty and weird, and it just doesn't feel right, unfortunately. I can never really feel like I'm in full control. Stage design as well, not too hot. It really wants you to sort of explore the area, and in one instance there was this sort of bell over here where I wanted to go and chase it and, you know, get all the power-ups it was supposed to give me. I think the bells are based on the Sonic Lost World bells, which move on a set path, and every time you hit them you get more items from it. But it moved itself off the edge of a cliff, and then I couldn't get back to the main set of the section of the stage, and I had to kill myself. So yeah, again, not great design, unfortunately, lads. Yeah, I'm not very impressed with that, to be honest with you. And also, the stages don't feature an awful lot of pitfalls. If you want to create a 3D Sonic fan game, you really need to not punish the player for exploration. There's too many pitfalls. I know this is Sonic Adventure style stage design, and that is also guilty of that, but this is things that you can improve, and I feel like this needs to move away from that sort of pitfall Sonic Adventure style stage design, because it just punishes players for exploration, which is not right if you're going to create a 3D Sonic game. yeah, I wasn't too impressed. One of the stages in particular was quite interesting because it followed the sort of Sonic 3D structure in that you had to find 5 flickies before you could exit, which I thought was interesting. And again, that should work quite well for a 3D fan game. You know, if you're going to give your player the exploration to move around a big map and search for items, it's a cool idea. Unfortunately, pitfalls rear their ugly head again. The flickies kept flying over lava, meaning I had to put myself in danger to collect them, and then I lose them again the moment I get hit, and it's just very, very frustrating. There's a lot of elements here that I'm really into, that I really want to see fleshed out, and unfortunately the control scheme does not allow the game to show its best side, unfortunately. So yeah, this needs improvement. I'm intrigued to see where it goes from here, because I think this is a great project. It's been in development for so long, and it continues to get better and better every time, and offer players so much more to do. And yeah, it's just not there, unfortunately. Just not there. The controls aren't quite right yet. The camera isn't great, and it's very disorientating to play. Yeah. Keep going, guys, because I continue to see the project get better and better every time, but it's still not quite there yet, and it doesn't have the sort of robust control scheme I really want it to have. And yeah, it really punishes you for exploration, unfortunately. Too many pitfalls. But yeah, if this sounds like it's up your street, definitely download the demo. It's links in the description of this video. But unfortunately, I can't really give this a strong recommendation at the moment. It's just a bit too janky for me, unfortunately.